Let's talk about one of the best things ever about living on planet Earth. Food. Remember when theme park food absolutely sucked? Well, long gone are those days. Now, a trip to Disneyland isn't complete without some kind of food agenda planned, and that's what I've done today. So come along and get a ton of heartburn with me as we find all the things worth eating at Disneyland resort parks. Okay, we're here for the first meal of the day. We've got a little mix of things. First, this is from Smoky... Oh my gosh, I don't know, Smoky Jum House. I'll include where burrito is from. This is so funny. It came with breakfast fries. It's basically like breakfast potatoes, but French fries. And it also came with a salsa. And then we're here at Pim's because I wanted to try their blueberry iced matcha. It looks so good. It's just like a regular matcha latte, but then it's got a blueberry foam and blueberry popping spheres at the top. Let's start off with the food before it gets too cold. So the thing about this burrito is that it's a chorizo burrito, but it's actually vegan, I believe. I'm gonna include more details on the bottom for all these kinds of foods because I can't remember it off the top of my head. If so, that's pretty cool. I like to try a lot of vegan options, actually. It's hard for me to get the chorizo. I'm gonna try one more time. Oh, I think I finally see it. When you're able to finally get the chorizo in there, it's really good. It's covered in lipstick, I'm so sorry. But like, at first I was just getting the potatoes and the cheese, which is good, but it's not what I want in a burrito. Once you get to the meat though, and you're able to get a little bit of everything, it's very good. I was hoping for more heat. I like spicy food, but I can understand why like at a mainstream park, you don't really want to include too much spicy. Salsa is good, nice and standard. These French fries are so good. I didn't realize I wanted French fries seasoned like breakfast potatoes. Super good, highly recommend. And even just the French fry itself, it's like a great French fry. Whoa, I can already taste the blueberry. I'm gonna try this foam. This is amazing. This is so good, but only if you like a really sweet matcha. The premix is like already very sweet. The blueberry makes it even sweeter, but I personally love a sweet matcha. I haven't tried this boba on top. It's like a blueberry boba. Wow, this is so good. I highly recommend if you enjoy matcha and you enjoy sweet things. Overall, everything I got today was like super good. Like, I'm very happy with this meal. I'm gonna go enjoy it now. Okay, hear me out. Mater's Junkyard Jamboree looks like a kiddie ride. I know, but there's something about the way that it's formatted. It's actually super fun and kind of scary. So definitely worth the 5-minute wait. Oh my gosh! You're so heavy! We're here in San Francisco, my favorite, newest part to this park. We've got a turbine twirler. It's melting already. It's basically like a slushie. This is blue raspberry. And then we've got a beef curry bowl. We got this last time we were here. It's one of our favorite things to eat. It's super good. Cody's gonna eat that because that's actually his lunch. I just want this. It's good though. It's honestly one of my favorite things here at this park. Cody and I are pretty good at handling heat. In fact, Cody normally signs waivers for heat stuff, so don't trust him when he tells you if something's spicy or not. I am a little bit more realistic, although I do think I have a higher heat tolerance than most people. I would say if you think hot Cheetos are spicy, don't touch the curry bowl. It might be a little painful for you, but if you enjoy hot Cheetos, you're gonna enjoy that curry. Onto this slushie, which by the way, the cast members are grumpy today. I don't know, maybe they see my vlog camera and they don't like me. Ooh. I was expecting like icy. That tastes like cotton candy. That does not taste like blue raspberry. Oh, that is much sweeter than I was expecting. I don't hate it though, but it's just not what I was expecting.
Oh, we're having so much fun. My friends came to play. Slinky the dog came to play. Let me see your Slinky the dog. That's a good Slinky the dog. Malibu Barbie came to play. Hey, Malibu. All right, I want hands in the air. Here we go. Oh, my friend Jessie the cowgirl came to play. She said we're having fun. Let me see your lasso. Let me see your lasso high. Lasso low. Give me a yay high. Let's pack it up. We'll administer the...
We've got Poultry Palace, but I normally like the regular ones. This is one of my favorite things, but they only had like the Chipotle version, so I don't know how that is. Then we've also got peanut butter cold brew from Gourmet Coffee, Joffrey's cart, basically. So let's try the cold brew first. It just tastes like straight up peanut butter. The cream on top just tastes like peanut butter straight up, which if you like peanut butter, it's good. And the coffee is actually not that sweet down here. So I think once you mix this could be like really good. Not my favorite cold brew that I've ever had here at Disney, but I do enjoy this. Ooh, it looks good. It's very dark. I hope it's as good as the other one. This is good. This is spicier than the regular one. I'm very happy with this. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend if you like spicy. I think it's only for Halloween though, so if you want to get this, you have to get it like within the Halloween time. Okay, update on those wings. 3 wings later and I'm sniffing. Those were kind of spicy and like I have a pretty good heat tolerance. I'm surprised there was no kind of like warning. I don't think your average person would be able to tolerate those, but they were super good. 10 out of 10 for me. Love those. Just if you can't handle heat, I would recommend just waiting until they have the regular ones. But Poultry Palace is like one of those underrated things. I never see anyone talk about it and there's never a line there, but it's like one of my top 3 favorite Disney foods for sure. Okay, lunch part 2. We're back in San Francisco and this is the California roll, but it's like a sandwich. It's like a shrimp and crab roll, and then it comes with like these garlic chips. This looks good. It was highly recommended. This is one of those foods that like I wrote down. I was like, we have to try this. It looks messy. These chips are amazing. I need a bag of these. They're so good. Garlicky, crunchy, delicious. This sandwich tastes like, honestly, it tastes less like a California roll to me. It tastes more like a spicy tuna minus the tuna. There's a tiny bit of spice in there that makes it taste good. The milk bread is a really good combination. I really enjoyed that. I liked that. If I were hungrier, I would eat more of it. Apagado from Smokeys. If you know what an Apagado is, it's just espresso and ice cream. You can't really go wrong with that, really. This looks like it's mostly ice cream. I guess we'll try this part. Espresso and ice cream. Whew. Espresso is very bitter down there, so I'm gonna wait for this ice cream to melt, but I mean, you like coffee, you like ice cream, easy 10 out of 10. And she's pretty. Something about the straw that like really finishes that off. This is from Smokeys, by the way.
Spilled on the mic.
I beat Cody. I never beat Cody at those games.
Mine was broken.
How's it feel to lose? We're on a baby ride right now. It's called Jumping Jellyfish, but it gives you like the prettiest view of the pier. So we like to ride it. Woo! Shut up! See how pretty? Oh gosh! Oh gosh! That drop is kind of scary. That drop freaks me out a little bit. Shut up. I felt like that weird feeling in my stomach. We're reaching the end of day 2. We're gonna finish it off with a dinner at Lamplight Lounge. I'm really excited to go to Lamplight Lounge. We've never been before because it's so hard to get reservations, so super excited. And just in time for Cody's birthday. here inside the Lamplight Lounge for the first time. It's very moody, and out over there it's open to like the Ferris wheel, the pier, and all of that. It's really pretty. This restaurant is known for like its alcoholic drinks and whatnot, but I'm intolerant, so I got a mocktail. This is called a 2319, and it has Coca-Cola, coconut cream, strawberry, and pineapple puree. I'm into dirty sodas right now, so this seemed appropriate. Excited to try this out. The Coke is like almost undetectable. It does provide like a good little bite at the end. Otherwise, this kind of just tastes like a smoothie, but pretty good. I like this. If you're looking for a mocktail, 2319 might be a good one. And our food is here. We've got the salmon poke. Comes with like an avocado mousse and a bunch of different ways that they've marinated the salmon, some vegetables. We've also got the lobster nachos, which is like the most iconic thing that Lamplight Lounge is known for. I've always wanted to try this, and I've been saving it specifically for this. I'm excited. Let's give it a try. I really like the sauce on that salmon. It's good. The fish portion is small though, and it looks like they fluffed it up with a lot of vegetables. The poke came with like these wonton chips that I think you like scoop it in maybe. I wouldn't call this a poke other than the fact that it's fish that's raw and marinated, but it doesn't taste anything like a Hawaiian poke, but it does taste really good. Okay, I want to try lobster nachos now. I see the hype. That was a really good bite. That was a really good bite. Okay, I'm pretty happy with both of these dishes. Those are really good. Okay, now that I've eaten through the dishes, I want to talk about them a little bit more. Let's start with the lobster nachos. Really yummy, really delicious, really heavy. Those first few bites are great. There's not a ton of seafood though. It's mostly the other stuff. Then once you're like halfway through it, it's a lot. She's rich. The poke was actually really good. There's like really bright elements to it. Both of these dishes could use like a good hit of salt. The poke did come with like those chips that were really good. I really liked that. Ultimately, I do feel like the food is good. I do think it mostly meets the hype. I will say though, like most of this restaurant appeal is in being waterside, and if you are not waterside, like we're kind of in the dining hall, it's just nice, but like the best part is definitely over there. So I think if you do go to Lamplight Lounge, I would highly request a waterside seat. Still, it was really cute. It's really fun, and the Pixar decorations are cute. I do still recommend this restaurant. Disney churros are iconic for a reason. Very good. See you tomorrow. Part one of our lunch for today. We need to finish it at Adventureland, so come with us to Bengal Barbecue. Okay guys, we're now here at Adventureland, and we're going to Frankenstein our meal. We've got our skewers. I got pork belly. Cody also got pork belly, and I also got some vegetables because the vegetable skewers are so good here. And then we've got our cheesy bread. We're gonna put the pork belly skewer in the cheesy bread and eat it together. Shout out to TikTok. Let's see how it goes. And here's what we ended up with. This hack went viral on TikTok. I can see why. Very, very good. So freaking good. Best lunch ever. I wish I had like a coffee to go with it. We should have stopped for coffee. We just squeezed lemon because an underrated goodie here is this. This thing is so good. This is the vegetable skewer at Bengal Barbecue. Once everything gets like too heavy, this is really good. Or if you're like vegan, vegetarian, I recommend this one. Just Bengal Barbecue in general, it's so good. Okay, this might be the best meal of the trip. I am gonna do at the end of the vlog, like our top 3. I can definitely see this being in the top 3. I will check back once I've devoured everything. Oh my gosh, guys, that was so good. I like devoured that I highly recommend, if you are a foodie, you need to try the garlic cheesy bread paired with any Bengal barbecue skewer I hear. I would recommend the pork belly. I've had the beef one before and like it gets kind of chewy, and I think the sauce on the pork belly is a lot better too. Also, it comes with like the vegetables on top that like really make it fresh, and those veggies were like the perfect side. That is easily meal of the week for me. I think it's going to be my number one. We'll see if it gets topped by anything else, but I highly recommend you try that. That was so good. Totally met the hype. What did you think of our Frankenstein lunch?
It was good. I like them better separately though.
Boo you.
Found Tiana ears. I'm gonna try these on. I love them. I love the crown and the green.
Can I get them? Ronto Roasters. I just picked up some popcorn from Katsaka's. I was hoping they'd have some kind of like colorful kettle corn, but instead they got, I don't know what it's called. I'll include the name here. Kublog, blah, blah, blah. It's supposed to be like savory popcorn. It said it was Cajun seasoning with a little bit of lemon or lime. Honestly, that's a really yummy savory popcorn. I was in the mood for something sweeter though. Ooh, and Codys here now with the thing I was most excited to try today. Not try, I get this every single time. This is the Black Calf from Docking Bay 7. It's a cold brew with a sweet cream cheese foam and cereal on top. This is like the cold brew to start the cold brew trend in Disney, and I've yet to try cold brew that I like even more than this one. It's so good. It's like so windy, so I wasn't able to go with him because otherwise my popcorn was gonna fly away. And that's why I'm here at Ronto Roasters, despite the fact that we didn't order anything from Ronto Roasters. If you've never been to Disney, Ronto Roasters is like, it's like a hot dog with a pita. It's okay, it's not my favorite, but it's fun to get if you've never gotten it before. Coffee! Coffee on the bottom is nice and coffee-like. The real magic is when you either mix it or you like sip that foam first. This is the best coffee here, hands down. The part where we die at. Oh, we're guilty. You ready? Ah! Oh, this is cool. Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What the Ah!
It's so hot.
Oh my gosh, it's worse! They made it worse! Oh my god!
That's the best ride.
It's worse than it was before.
10 out of 10. Isn't that the best ride in Disneyland?
That was even scarier than it used to be. What the heck?
Okay, what are your thoughts on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
10 out of 10. It's the best ride in the park.
Cody got us into the wait list for Blue Bayou, so we're walking over right now. We're gonna eat dinner. Yay! This is my favorite sit-down restaurant at Disney. Good job, Cody. We're here at the Blue Bayou. Fun fact, this restaurant is actually attached to Pirates of the Caribbean. So if you've ever ridden the ride and you've passed through what looks like a dining section with lots of lanterns, that's the Blue Bayou restaurant. It is so pretty. I love the lanterns they have here, and honestly the food is so good. I believe it's like New Orleans French kind of inspired. Last time I came here I got the prime rib. That was not available this time. I was really sad. So we got ribeye instead. You know, if I have to eat ribeye, oh well. I'm pretty excited. We also got coffee. I know it's nothing fancy. It's just Joffrey's drip coffee, but there's something about drinking coffee in here. It's the best coffee I've ever had in my life. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's beautiful and it's cute and I'm super excited. Yay! Happy birthday, Cody. It's actually a little bit stronger and darker than I remember. Yeah, I remember liking this coffee because it was like it was almost like water, but in the best way. You could just like keep drinking it. Still, like with this atmosphere and with this super cute like pot. Best cup of coffee I've ever had. Disney coffee is better than regular coffee. So getting reservations for Blue Bayou can be really tricky. Just for sit-down restaurants at Disney in general, they open 6 months in advance and they start filling up 6 months in advance. So Cody and I typically don't get reservations, at least not that far in advance. We kind of just wait on the app and we check it every now and then, and as soon as an availability opens up, we take it. And that's what happened with the walk-in standby too. The thing with for Blue Bayou, instead of doing reservations, is that you kind of need to be immediately available. So we were actually nearby in line for beignets. When Cody saw the availability, he booked it and we immediately got a text saying that it was time for our table. So if you want to do that, just make sure that you're available right away. Blue Bayou is one of those restaurants that I would recommend making room for on your schedule. It's a great restaurant and I think it's worth waiting for. The steak's here, yeah! I got the ribeye. One of the things I really like about the prime rib is that it came with like these carrots. They were so good. This one comes with like broccolini. Honestly, it's good. It's really good. I'm gonna eat all of this before I get into more details about how good it is, but my first impression, spices are really good. I think it's cooked slightly more than medium rare. I like a nice pink steak. It's really dark, so I can't really tell, but the texture feels firmer than what I was expecting. Overall though, my first impressions are great. Wow, that was good. My gosh. Oh, I love Blue Bayou. I will say, I mentioned before we have gotten the prime rib from here last year. I do think the prime rib is still like slightly better than this one. It was like so buttery. It was also huge, took up the whole plate. This one was just only like half the plate. I would say that one is still my favorite. Also like the vegetables, the carrots were so good with that. I like cleaned my plate. This time I gave Cody the rest because I don't want to get heartburn. But this is definitely a very close second and still 100% worth it. Keep in mind the Blue Bayou is not cheap. She is an expensive restaurant, but she is worthwhile. But yeah, Blue Bayou was amazing. So grateful to have been a part. I highly recommend trying to get in on that last minute wait list, or if you can somehow get a reservation, do that too. Okay, this is probably our last food item here at Disney, I think. So I'm just gonna assume it is. We're going out with a churro. Cody wanted beignets, but the mobile order's gonna take too long. And honestly, churros are like the best. So you guys already know how I feel about these. Oh, these are hot and fresh out the oven too. Yay! Love Disney food. See you guys in the recap. I am so happy that I got to make this vlog. It doesn't seem like a very ambitious dream, but it's been one of my dreams to make a vlog about eating food. And the fact that I get to do it at one of my favorite places ever, Disney, that's fun. That's fun. What my top 3 favorite eats of this trip were. Wait no longer. as I pull it up on my phone. I just wrote it all out. This was hard, honestly, to narrow it down to my favorites because this was one of the best food trips I've ever had at Disney. We've gone to Disney a lot. There's really only probably 1 or 2 things on this list that Cody and I didn't really like. Everything else was like, it was a hard time narrowing it down to my top 3. But I had to for the sake of this video. But just know that basically I recommend almost everything I ate here unless I said otherwise. But narrowing it down to what I think were the best, starting off with number 3. This spot was really hard for me because I was kind of between this and like 2 other options. But in order to decide which of the 3 deserved this 3rd spot, I thought of which item I just cannot pass up on every time I go to Disney, and that is the Black Calf at Galaxy's Edge Docking Bay 7. It is so good. It is the cold brew of cold brews. I'm pretty sure it's the cold brew that started the whole Disney cold brew trend, and I've yet to drink a cold brew at Disney that I like more than the Black Calf. There is something about the cereal with that cream cheese foam and the coffee. It's so good. And they do such a good job at making the coffee not too sweet because the cream and the cereal are going to be the sugary element. So it's just the perfect blend that you want in an iced coffee. At least that I would want in an iced coffee. I feel like if you don't like sweet coffee, this might not be it for you, but I've yet to meet someone who doesn't enjoy a Black Calf. So this was number 3. In my number 2 spot, this was something I was actually expecting to not like because I liked the original so much better, and that is the Poultry Palace drumstick combo, the Chipotle flavor. This was specifically for their Halloween menu, and it was kind of, I know it was past Halloween, but I think it was like the remnants of it. I thought you couldn't make drumsticks as good as or better than the original Poultry Palace drumsticks. They're so good. Maybe it's just like after walking around California Adventure for as long as you do, you just crave fried chicken for some reason. But like, it just hits the spot every single time. And the Chipotle one is just as good as the regular. It's just spicy now. And I'm like, if you can make anything spicy, it instantly makes it better for me. So the Chipotle, I would even say I like it better than the regular Poultry Palace drumsticks. So that is definitely deserving of the number 2 spot. And then number 1, I kind of tossed and turned about this for a little bit because the other one that's going to end up being an honorable mention, I ended up liking it more for the atmosphere than for the actual dish. But the number 1 spot is like, I could eat this anywhere and it would still be 100 out of 100. And that is the TikTok hack, the pork belly skewers with the cheesy garlic bread. The skewers you get from Bengal Barbecue, the garlic bread you get from, forget what the place is called, I'll include it here. But it's a combo that you have to mix on your own, and it's kind of like on opposite ends of the park. So you gotta be a real committed foodie to do this, which... Hi, hello, my name is Kelsey. I'm a committed foodie, and I did it. 100% worth it. On TikTok, I have seen people use the beef for it, but I've had the beef skewer before and she's chewy, like it's not tender. The pork I think is 100% better, especially because it comes with that like almost like the coleslaw vegetables on top, and that really brightens up the flavors. I also got it with the vegetable skewers. Highly underrated, especially when you're eating all that junk food at theme parks. Like to have savory vegetables like that, they're so perfectly delicious. I would eat those every single day if I could. Oh, but that pork belly sandwich, oh, it was so good. It was so... I got really sad because I just realized I'm not going to be able to eat it for a long time. Very much deserving of the number 1 spot. I will say, if you're not a committed foodie and the idea of getting food from 2 different sides of the park and having to travel that does not appeal to you, don't do it. You're just going to be grumpy by the time you eat it, no matter how good it is. But if you're down for an adventure and you want good food and you're a foodie, I highly recommend you try that hack. Now for the honorable mentions, ones that didn't make the list, but I have to mention them somehow. First off, the churro. Hello, Disney churros. Everyone knows a Disney churro is better than any other churro you'll ever find in any part of the world, period. It's a scientific fact. It's proven. Don't argue with me. Disneyland churros are the best, and that's why I got one both days. And now, again, I am sad because I'm not gonna be able to get one for a while. The other honorable mention is just because I love this restaurant so much. It was the blackened ribeye at the Blue Bayou. The ribeye itself was good. It was overcooked. I prefer my steak at medium rare. It was more like it was kind of like medium or well done. It's a little bit overcooked for me, but the flavor was there. Those are mine. Let's talk about Cody. Texted him asking him for his top 3 so we can mention his for this video. Starting with his number 3, he really enjoyed that peanut butter cold brew. I thought it was good, but I'm not a huge peanut butter fan. Cody loves peanut butter, so I'm not surprised he really liked that one. Second, he would actually say the ribeye from Blue Bayou. He does like his meat. He also got his rare. He likes his steak like still mooing. So I think because he likes it rare, he probably got it more medium rare and it turned out better for him. But it was very good. Then for him, his number one is kind of like mine. Number one, the pork skewers. Oh, I hate him because he thinks the pork skewers are better by themselves without the cheesy bread. And he's wrong. He's wrong. He doesn't know his flavors. I highly recommend you get the skewers with the bread. But I mean, that's just me. Maybe I'm just a glutton and I just like more food. I'm sure at this point you're getting too hungry and you probably want to go eat something because you've just been watching a bunch of good food. So I'm going to let you go in just a little bit, but I am just so grateful that I was able to go. Thank you so much for watching. My question of the week is, which of these foods that you saw me eat have you either tried and you really like, or you would love to try because you've never had that before? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk food, please. I love talking food. Let's talk forever. Let's just go back and forth in the comments about what we like to eat at Disneyland. I'm typically not a foodie. I'm actually an artist if you're new to this channel. So my next vlog is actually going to be a studio vlog about what it's like for me to be an artist during Black Friday weekend, prepping for online and just doing normal work at home stuff. If you're curious about what it's like to be an artist who works for herself, definitely stay tuned for that vlog. Make sure you are subscribed and like this video. That really helps me out, and it also lets you know when new videos are out. For example, every Friday at 9 a.m. you can find something new from me. So I hope that you will subscribe so that you can be a part of what's going on here at Kelsey Kishi Draws. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. You guys like my new ears? I do collect Disney ears. I've got them over there in the corner. These are my latest ones in honor of the greatest princess of all time, Tiana. Duh. She's got the little crown. Oh! I can't wait to go back and wear these and ride her ride. Ah, it'll be so fun. Ah, Tiana.